Man, I don't know about y'all, but 2026 has been buns. Why are we only halfway through and I've already lost all hope for this shit turning around? You know what? Let me start with apartments, man, because I have some stories. Now, I moved into this apartment back in November, and since it was my first one, I hadn't been burned yet, so I was not prepared for the absolute BS that was awaiting me. I remember when I first checked in on this apartment, the manager was talking to me and he telling me how wonderful everything was. He told me that no one ever leaves and it's the best apartment in the area. Even though I thought that was a bold statement, I didn't think much of it. Anyways, he's telling me that they have a heated pool, a gym, a lakeside view, and that my apartment was up to date. That sounds great. He said he had some friends in there at the moment, but once they moved out, it'd be ready for me. Well, little did I know, this was just the beginning, because when it was finally time to move in, I realized I should not have taken this guy at his word. I realized on the first day after handing in my deposit and first month's rent that there is not a heated pool, but a heated room with a pool inside, which I don't know about you, but I feel like that's the bare minimum for a pool room. To make it worse, the pool was half inside and half outside, so even though the room was heated, that pool was always ice cold, because half of it was still outside. In other words, I feel heavily deceived by this man. To keep it going, my apartment did not have a lakeside view, but it was updated. For the 80s? Like what the hell? Why is everything so damn old? Why is the flooring cracked? Why does my fireplace not work? Day one, my stove didn't even function, and half the outlets had no power. Like what the hell? Why'd you do me like this?
But wait! There's more!
Now, I didn't realize this in my first apartment because it was in the winter when I moved in, but when summer came around, I realized my apartment stayed a cool, 84 degrees on average. I thought that was pretty weird, so I called up maintenance, and they came to fix it. But the next day rolls around and I realize, hey, it's still 84 degrees in my apartment. So I call them back, and they come back out and tell me it's fixed. But then the next day comes around, hey, it's still motherfucking 80 degrees. So I call them back again, and they tell me they can't do nothing because they all booked up. I'm thinking, what the fuck, y'all? It's 80 degrees in my apartment, and you're gonna tell me to eat shit for the next 2 weeks after failing to fix it 3 times in a row? I was gonna try to end my lease, but they're holding my deposit hostage, and I don't have any money for a new deposit yet. So I realized I was just gonna have to rough it out until they either fix it or till I get enough money to actually move out of this place. Wait a minute, I almost forgot. Back during winter, I actually had a very similar issue because my gosh damn heat didn't work. And I was stuck wearing snow jackets to bed while spooning space heaters because they kept coming out and doing nothing. Or they would just make up shit. Like, I remember one time they came to my door with a window AC unit because it was too cold to work on the outside heater. By the way, he was wearing a t-shirt while saying that, so I'm assuming it's not too cold for you, good sir. And by the way, what am I supposed to do with this? It's gonna be 28 degrees tomorrow. I've no working heat in my apartment, and you brought me an AC unit for my window? Is this a prank? Because it must be a prank. What, you thought my problem was that even though it's 28 degrees outside and I don't have working heat, I totally needed an AC unit to make me even colder? They did eventually fix it, but why did it take you baboons until February to fix it? I moved in back in November. I've been freezing my ass off now for the past 3 months. While I'm at it, I have another complaint. What's with the parking, dude? There are at least 80 units on this corner. So how many parking spots would you guess we have? If you guessed barely 25, you'd be correct. Why are there only 25? Half the time you've got people parking in the road, on the grass, or even behind other people because there aren't any fucking parking spots. And if they see you parked on that fire line for even 2 motherfucking seconds, and if there's no parking all the way to Timbuktu, they will still tow your ass at your expense as soon as you look away. Like they have some fucking ninja tow truck service just waiting for you, just fucking watching, just waiting so they can snatch your fucking car. Like, fuck you, that's some damn parking. I should not have to park at a gas station across the road after work because y'all decided to cheap out on the fucking parking. But anyways, I'm gonna cut it here. Please leave a like and a comment if you'd like to see part 2. Bye.